Here in Hyannis, Massachusetts for today's Commodore Call, Game 43 here with Michael Tricarico. I'm Brynn Foley before Falmouth faces the Harbor Hawks tonight. On the mound is going to be Bryce Montez de Oca out of the University of Missouri. Michael, he was here a week ago. What's he going to do?
Well, he's a guy that for the Commodores is a pitcher who is been most dominant on the mound as far as his fastball is concerned, as far as his overpowering of his pitches is concerned. A guy that throws mid to high 90s with the fastball, can command a curveball at times. In the starts that he has commanded those other pitches, in addition to that curveball, which he has had trouble spotting as well, when he spots the balls and he locates well, Bryce is almost untouchable when he's on the mound. It's when he is walking guys, when he's hitting batters, when he's not finding the strike zone, that's been a problem. But when Bryce throws strikes, there's not many hitters in this Cape League, which consists of many of the best hitters in the country. There's not many hitters that could hit him when Bryce is at his best. So we'll see if he has his best stuff. He's a guy that's worked with pitching coach Mike Landry throughout, a guy that's been willing to learn, been willing to work, been willing to change. And we'll see if he's evolved into what the Commodores have hoped he could become all year long.
Falmouth has scored 21 runs in its last 2 games. Talking to Boomer White before the game, he says Falmouth just needs to stay hot. How do they do it?
Well, it starts with J.J. Matijevic right at the top of this Commodores order, a guy that's on his 19-game hit streak. And in the last 5 games, he's extended that hit streak with a hit in his first at-bat. So a guy that has been put in the leadoff spot and is getting on base early. That's exactly what you want out of your leadoff hitter. And with that 19-game hit streak, that's why manager Jeff Trundy put J.J. at the top of the order. But in addition to that, it comes to the rest of the guys in the order that have been confident throughout these last 2 games. And really, maybe the last 3 or 4 games, we've seen the confidence start to perk up, but we've really seen it, obviously, 21 runs over the last 2 games. Guys like Evan Scow, guys like Heath Quinn. You got Boomer White, who's now in the 5 spot, and he's embracing that 5th spot. He moved down from the 2, but in that 5 spot, he's been put in a position to knock runners in. That's what he's done.
All right, and that Boomer White interview is here with Joe Weil.
Field with Commodore's Boomer White. Boomer, you guys have scored 21 runs in your last 2 games. What's been working for this offense?
I think it's just getting off to a hot start, honestly. Like Coach said, when you get the ball rolling, everyone's swinging it well, things are going our way. It's much easier to relax and just kind of be yourself and have a good approach. And I think that's just kind of snowballed into big games offensively.
Now for you personally, 3 for 6 with a couple walks in there. What's been working for you?
Just getting my pitch, not trying to do too much with it. Early on, I was trying to make it all up. My bad games with good ones, try to even it out. But just getting a good pitch, seeing it and hitting on the barrel and letting the outcome just take care of itself.
Now you have experience on this team. A lot of these guys don't. Just with the playoff push, what can you tell these guys?
Well, you kind of just got to control what you can control. We got to go win 2 games. We need a little bit of help. We think that'll happen. We sure hope it does. But once you get in, it's anyone's game. So we're trying to get as hot as we can, and if we make it, then maybe we can make a run.
And for you, this summer, after not playing the entire year, how instrumental has it been?
It's been big. It's been humbling, to say the least. Haven't had the summer I thought I would, but kind of getting there, hoping I'll be feeling better about my game when school ball comes around. Just trying to finish strong.
All right, Boomer, thank you so much for your time. For Boomer White, I'm Joe Weil. Back to you, Brynn.
Thanks, Joe. Now, Michael, what is the attitude like in the dugout with this playoff push going?
Well, I tell you, I haven't seen this team more confident than they are right now. And watching batting practice before the game, it seemed like everything that these hitters were seeing and hitting were line drives, hard hit balls. J.B. Woodman gets in. Every single pitch he hit was hard hit. He hit one to straightaway center field, a home run. It's batting practice, but still, that's something we haven't necessarily seen from J.B. this year. A guy that's been powerful, but hasn't necessarily shown that power. And then as far as the other guys, talking to coaches, Jack Martyr, Mike Landry, Brad Stoll, even manager Jeff Trundy, they've all said that the confidence is something that they've noticed out of these hitters. And you would think that the confidence might have died down. A team that was almost down and out still could be down and out, but 21 runs over the last 2 games. Certainly a team that's not going away easily and is still making a push for the playoffs. Still have 2 teams that they could possibly catch, Katuitt and Wareham. Now, the Commodores have to hope that those 2 teams lose, but at the same time, all Falmouth wants to do is win. The attitude, the demeanor, it's just, we're going to win. We're going to worry about ourselves. We're going to win these last 2 games, and we're not going to miss the playoffs because we didn't do our job.
All right, and we'll certainly find that out tonight. Thank you, Michael. We're going to get to today's Commodore Minute or so. Here for today's Commodore Minute or so in Hyannis, Massachusetts at St. Francis Xavier Church. Michael, why are we here?
Well, as we already know from some of our previous minute or so's, John F. Kennedy, a former United States president, lived in Cape Cod. He was the first United States president elected that was a Roman Catholic. And as being a Roman Catholic, he had to go to church. So every Sunday he would come here to St. Francis Xavier Church. He would sit in the second pew on the east wing, which is the one right behind us here on this side. That's the front entrance is there. One of the pew would be up there. He's there. And the whole Kennedy family actually came here when they were in Cape Cod. Rose Kennedy, JFK's mother, regularly attended this church sitting in the first pew. JFK sat in the second pew. In fact, there's actually a little plaque that has his name in memorial of him. The altar was actually donated by the Kennedy family in memory of JFK's oldest brother, Joseph, who passed away. He died serving in World War II. So the Kennedys certainly have a large influence in Hyannis on Cape Cod, but especially here at St. Francis Xavier Church.
All right, and Falmouth is going to face the Harbor Hawks tonight at 6 p.m. You can catch the audio pregame beginning at 5:45 on Ustream.